I was due on November 3rd, and I went into labor at midnight on November 2nd. I chose to have a home birth because I grew up surrounded by it, so I didn't think it was as abnormal as most people do. But I think I would have arrived at the conclusion anyway. I just believe that birth is a natural process, and that's how we all got here. Before there were hospitals, before there were epidurals, before there were C-sections, there was birth. And I generally believe that that's how it should be allowed to progress still. And I wanted the experience of birth in the complete way without numbing myself or subjecting myself to unnecessary medical intervention. And I really wanted a peaceful, beautiful, environment to have my baby in, and that's what I was hoping to gain. As soon as we got to the house, the contractions got closer together, and I started to eat some dinner, and then I felt nauseous and I couldn't eat anymore. And also, my mother's husband, who is a lovely man, was chattering around something, and it was just so irritating to me. I had to get away and go into the basement and go into the bathtub. Once I did that, the contractions really picked up. And this was about 9 o'clock the next night, so at this point, almost 24 hours of labor. And, isn't that right? And so I continued to labor throughout in the water for the next 5 hours. I was in the tub, continued to add hot water. It really helped with the contractions. The contractions just felt so much less intense in the water and the warmth. At 12 midnight, the bathtub water had run cold, and it was just time for a change of pace. At this point, Rich has been timing the contractions all along, holding my hand, but I needed to stretch out a little bit. So we got into the birth pool. It got really intense, and these must be the moments that people start thinking, I can't do this, I need to go to the hospital, I need a C-section, or I need drugs, or whatever. But the truth is that from the moment that it got like that, there was a very short time left that I was still in labor. I do think that by her hearing stories about her birth and seeing pictures and knowing how she was born and what environment it was and what a wonderful experience it was for her parents and for the rest of her family, I do think that will have an effect on the way she views birth and child rearing in the future, and just give her something positive to reflect on.
She is so cute. Her big eyes, just like you.